Between the White House and the U.S. Congress, so the U.S. Capitol, is the old post office building in downtown Washington, D.C., and that, as of today, is officially the brand new Trump Hotel. Eric Trump joins us live a couple hours before the big ribbon cutting. Good morning to you, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you? I miss you down in Washington, D.C. I wish you guys were here with us.
Well, we're busy up here in the town you live in.
Congratulations on the hotel. We were talking about it earlier. It came in under budget, right, and finished faster than it was supposed to?
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if our government could do that? It's 1100 Pennsylvania Avenue. It's an amazing building. It was the old post office for Washington, D.C. It was the Postmaster General, office and the post office for this great city. And we converted into an amazing hotel, and it came out, as you said, under budget, ahead of schedule. And it's incredible, guys. It's absolutely incredible. I wish you guys could see it one of these days.
So, Eric, the word was that, if you run for president or do anything in this country, 50% of the country, even if you win, is going to be against you, because just the way we're polarized right now. What kind of price has your business paid, not only because the CEO was busy running for president, but the name? 50% of the country or less is not going to vote for your dad. Has the business paid this price with the name on the side of that building?
Listen, I think actually, guys, the brand is hotter than ever before. I mean, we're seeing that across the board with the hotels. We're building hotels all over the country, all over the world. We're doing great things. But listen, for my father, my father's achieved so much in his lifetime, and this was about helping this country. This country has given my family everything. It's given my father everything. He's become the epitome of the American dream in so many ways. And, to be able to run for commander-in-chief as a businessman and to try and be able to do this for our nation is something that he really cared about. And I think even if there was a price associated with it, I think he was willing to pay that price because it's just that important. I mean, our country's going down the tubes, and somebody's got to save it from career politicians.
Well, I tell you what, speaking of price, for years, Republicans have said, look, this Obamacare thing, it's just a ticking time bomb. Eventually, people won't be able to afford it. And if you look at the new projections, Eric, on average across the country, the average person who subscribes to Obamacare, their rates are going to go up 25%. But in Arizona, they're going to go up 115%. I think they're going to go up 20-some% in Pennsylvania. All the swing states are impacted as well. Is that going to be a message that your father and also Mike Pence are going to be pushing in the final 2 weeks?
Well, it better be, because, the problem is no one ever holds politicians accountable. Obama promised a couple things. You're going to be able to keep your plan. You're going to be able to keep your doctor, and that the average family was going to save $2,500 a year. The problem is you didn't get to keep your doctor, you didn't get to keep your plan, and the average family spends $4,500 more a year. And, guys, you just mentioned North Carolina and you mentioned Pennsylvania, 2 states I've been in the last, 3 days. I had a woman come up to me in North Carolina who was literally crying, say, I just had to opt my entire family out of Obamacare because I can't afford the premiums anymore. So she used to have great health care coverage. Now she had to opt her entire family out. None of her members of her family has coverage anymore. And at the end of the year, she's going to be paying a $700 penalty. I mean, and you hear those stories all across the country with small businesses, with everybody else. And it's terrible. And no one holds our politicians in this country accountable for their lies. And it's so sad. This impacts people's lives in a very, very big way.
Sure.
Yeah, it really does. Eric, in the state of Texas, people can go and vote early, and some of the machines there are malfunctioning. People are telling us, and we're seeing it on social media, they're putting notes on Facebook, saying they're going to the polls, they're voting straight Republican, and then right before they hit send to send their vote off, they notice that Hillary Clinton's name is highlighted and Tim Kaine's name is highlighted after they voted straight Republican. And this is happening time and time again. What is your dad saying about this?
You're seeing in other states as well. It's not just Texas, unfortunately. And you guys know the statistics better than anybody. Pew Research came out with it, a couple days ago. There are 2 million dead people on the voter rolls in this country. 1 in 8 people in this country, 24 million, are inaccurately registered, meaning inaccurately registered to vote. There are 3 million people in this country that are registered to vote in multiple states. And then obviously you see all these mistakes with the machines. And my father's message has been, this is democracy. We have to get it right. We need to have a fairer election. And you see the garbage that goes on so often, and it has to stop. And we're better than that as a country, and we better get it right. I mean, we're just better than that as a country.
Eric, it's clear that Florida, a positive poll came out of Florida. You're also heading in the right direction in Ohio. We have 13 days left Can you give us an idea of where your father's going to be, with some major focus going to be in the next 2 weeks? And can we just expect rallies, or do you have something else planned?
And listen, forget about the major poll in Florida, right? I mean, look at the actual early vote numbers. Right. We are beating Romney by a huge margin. I mean, we're ahead by about a half a point right now, and all the Republican counties haven't even started the early vote. I mean, it's an incredible story. It's one that most media doesn't want to tell. But we're up in the polls right now, and the Republican counties don't even start voting for another couple days. And remember, Republicans always vote late. Democrats always vote early. I mean, it's an amazing story. We could win Florida by 6, 7, 8, 9 percentage points. Right. The same's taking place in Ohio. You see how great we're doing in Ohio and Iowa. And North Carolina as well. So the polls right now for us are looking incredible, despite the fact that most of the media doesn't want to tell that story.
And speaking of the media, I know your father's been talking about how the system is rigged. Yesterday he was talking about voter suppression because, you know, on the mainstream media and the big newspapers, they go, you know, Hillary's way ahead and she's going to win and she's already picking a cabinet, although I understand your father is doing the same thing as well. Is voter suppression really a big problem and something you're worried about?
Oh, listen, there's no question about it. Look at the WikiLeaks emails, right? Look at the WikiLeaks emails. In July, there was an email that effectively said, listen, we're going to get a couple polls, we're going to oversample Democrats in those polls, and we're going to push out the narrative with 3 weeks to go that the race is over before it's over. I mean, they drew out this game plan a long time ago. You can see it in the WikiLeaks emails. I mean, this is the DNC 101. This is their playbook. This is what they do every single cycle. Unfortunately, when people actually see the early vote coming in, it's not matching up to their plan so well. And guys, we're going to win this thing on November 8th. There's no question about it. We're going to win this election, and we're going to take back this country. And my father will be the greatest commander-in-chief. He will do such a great job for this nation. And we just need it. We need it as a country.
Right. If you do come back and pull it out, your dad will definitely thank you for all the hard work you've done. Eric, congratulations on the opening. Thanks for joining us.